On this NSP short, Lieutenant General Jennie Carignan shares how she learned to deal with adversity. It all started with a chainsaw. Are there any particular moments of hardship, failure, struggle that stand out to you as being formative?
Oh, yes. I think the first thing that comes to mind is the chainsaw story. I was amongst the first women to go through training when the combat arms opened to women in 1988. And I remember showing up at the engineer school and then feeling a certain level of scrutiny from the young instructors that were there. Now these women were going to come and join us in the real, engineer regiments. So game on. So this is kind of what I felt when returning to school after the policy had changed. So we basically, as you know, we need to build a non-standard bridge during our phase training. And I remember sitting in class learning about the techniques to build an NSB and then praying to not get this task. I was praying to be just somebody that could just follow orders that day, because I said, please don't give me this task. And as I had been digging all night a minefield by hand, because of course the plows don't work very well in Chilcotin.
No, they don't.
So digging mines, hundreds of mines by hand. I was on the digging party, and then I was sleeping with my head on my helmet. At 6 o'clock in the morning, somebody gives me a kick and says, Carignan, go and get your warning order. So I got up, sat down, and when the instructor told me, Carignan warning order, build an NSB, I thought I was going to pass out.
It's like your brain makes it happen in some way. Please don't give me this, and then it happens.
And then it happens. So here we are. Everything that could go wrong for that task went wrong. Everything. So got in the vehicle to go get your orders, but got lost on the way there. So I think I was an hour late to get my orders. So finally, got there, received the orders, went back, built the plan. So I don't know, you just pull yourself up and, somebody's got to do it. And then it's me. So, so anyways, got things going. Got to the site in the morning. So as the troop commander, the folks deployed, did the security on the site, and then deployed to the site. And then an instructor was hiding in at the edge of the wood there. And then bam, no, your troop commander is dead, people. So now you got to keep going. 2IC take over. So they took me out for a couple of hours. But I think now, I know, they probably sent me back so that I could have a bit of a sleep, because I hadn't slept for a few days getting ready to go there. So they took me out, and I thought, okay, I'm done. I have failed. I was late. Then I'm removed. I'm done. I failed my task. They brought me back a few hours later, only to realize that the building site was silent. So I said, what's going on?
All work had stopped, nothing.
All work had stopped. So what's going on? Well, the chainsaws don't work anymore. What do you mean they don't work? Because you had to cut down trees to build the bridge. Well, nobody knows how to sharpen a chainsaw. Oh, no. So I think we must have been the only engineer course that didn't learn how to sharpen a chainsaw. So I have some doubts that they might have given me this task and then not show us, like, again, did they really want me to fail? I felt like all the gods were against me that day. So I said, bring them over. I'll sharpen them and I'll show you how. Because with all this time I spent in the woods with my dad, I knew how to sharpen a chainsaw. So I think the sergeants couldn't believe what they were saying. Like, I knew where to put the glove.
What are the odds she knows how to sharpen chainsaw?
How the hell does she know how to sharpen a chainsaw? So I taught everybody how to do it. This is how you do it. And then the chainsaws kept going. Then I was late, of course. So I was supposed to be done by 8:00 at night. So sent the report in, like estimated time of completion, midnight. And they said, yep, Carignan, kept going. So I said I definitely failed. The task. So, but kept going, drove my vehicle on top of it at the end, and then went to bed sometime after midnight, after the bridge was complete. So next day I went for my debrief, dragging my feet because I thought like I would have a bad news. And they basically said, Madame Carignan, he said, it's the first time in the history of this course that this bridge actually gets done. So well done to you. And I didn't understand what he was telling me. I didn't understand what he was telling me. So that day I learned a lot of lesson. I learned that a lot of things could go wrong, and it still doesn't mean that it's over. It's over only when you decide it's going to be over, and maybe just one more minute is going to be enough to get you through, which has served me extremely well for the rest of my career. Don't expect things to go as you would like them to be. They are going to be as they are, and accept them as they are. But again, there's a way through it somehow. Yeah. So learned a big lesson that day that served me extremely well.